As Admiral Sarah Lin stepped onto the podium at the Galactic Summit, a hushed silence fell over the crowded assembly hall. Her gaze swept across the sea of alien delegates before she spoke, her voice resonant and clear. Ladies and gentlemen of the Galactic Council, you have all greatly underestimated the capability of Earth's fleet because it was assembled by humans. Pausing, she let her words hang in the air, her eyes locking with those of the sneering Krylon commander. Today, we invite you to a friendly skirmish. See for yourselves what human ingenuity is truly capable of. The Krylon commander's laughter echoed through the hall, confident and mocking. Little did he know, Earth had a surprise waiting that would soon wipe the smirk off his face. The Galactic Summit on Xantha was a convergence of the universe's most advanced civilizations, a spectacle of diplomacy and interstellar power plays. Amidst the grandeur, Earth's delegation appeared unremarkable, their presentation modest in comparison to the gleaming starships and dazzling technologies of other worlds. At the center of Earth's humble exhibit stood Admiral Sarah Lin, exuding quiet confidence amidst the swirling chaos of alien diplomats and military titans. As she fine-tuned the holographic display showcasing Earth's fleet, a group of Krylon military delegates, led by the imposing Commander Rax, approached with barely concealed smirks under their ornate facial ridges. Admiral Lin, we were intrigued to hear that humans have assembled a fleet, Rax's voice boomed, oozing condescension. Surely, you jest about joining the front lines with these relics? Sarah met Rax's gaze with an unwavering look. Commander, each ship in our fleet is fully equipped to meet the challenges ahead. We prioritize quality over quantity. Laughter erupted from the Krylon group. Perhaps you'd care to demonstrate your quality in a friendly skirmish? Let's see if your ships are capable of more than merely floating, Rax taunted, his tone mocking yet serious. A ripple of attention spread through the nearby delegates. The summit, always ripe with political theater, found a new focal point. Sarah's response would not only reflect on her but on Earth itself. Without hesitation, Sarah replied, "We accept your challenge, Commander Rax. Tomorrow, at the Helios belt, Earth will demonstrate that our spirit and ingenuity are our true strengths." The Krylon delegation exchanged amused glances, clearly underestimating the human representatives. As they departed, murmurs filled the air, with many delegates skeptical of Earth's chances. Turning to her aide, Sarah whispered, "Notify Earth Command. We'll accelerate the deployment of the stealth initiative. It's time our friends received a first-hand demonstration of human ingenuity." Back on Earth, news of the impending skirmish spread rapidly. Within hours, military bases hummed with activity, and at the spaceport overseeing Earth's fleet, engineers and technicians worked tirelessly. Lieutenant Harrow, the chief engineer, supervised the installation of experimental stealth technology on the fleet. Ensure every calibration is precise, Harrow directed his team. The Admiral isn't just relying on this technology to conceal us, but to secure our advantage. Meanwhile, Sarah briefed her pilots and ship captains. Utilize the Helios belt to our advantage. Its asteroid field is dense and chaotic, ideal for ambush tactics. Remember, they expect us to fail. Let's use that to our advantage. The scene at the spaceport was one of controlled urgency. Families and friends of the crew members gathered, offering embraces and words of encouragement. Despite the palpable tension, there was a prevailing sense of pride. Earth was standing firm. As the fleet departed, silhouetted against the glow of Earth's atmosphere, Admiral Lin stood on the bridge of the flagship, Defender's Valor. Watching Earth recede into the distance, she felt the gravity of their undertaking. This skirmish was not just a battle, it was a declaration. Earth was here to compete on the galactic stage, not merely to survive but to thrive. Set course for the Helios belt, she ordered, her voice steady. Engage stealth mode as soon as we clear the atmosphere. Under the cover of the newly implemented stealth technology, Earth's fleet embarked on its silent journey toward the Helios belt. The vast field of asteroids provided not only a strategic advantage but also a proving ground for the fleet's latest technological advancements. Aboard the flagship Defender's Valor, Admiral Sarah Lin reviewed the final details of their tactical plan, her crew poised and attentive. Remember, the Kralins are anticipating an easy victory, Sarah reminded her team. Their overconfidence is our opportunity. We will strike where they least expect it, and use the asteroids to our advantage. Lieutenant Harrow, who had supervised the installation of the stealth technology, performed one last systems check. Stealth systems are fully operational, Admiral. All ships are effectively invisible to standard sensors. We'll appear as nothing more than additional rocks in the belt. As the fleet neared the designated coordinates, the tension on the bridge was palpable. Each officer was acutely aware of the stakes of the skirmish, not just for their own lives but for Earth's reputation within the galactic community. Positions, everyone. Prepare to execute Operation Silent Strike on my command, Sarah instructed, her gaze fixed on the tactical display. In the silence of space, the Earth fleet navigated through the asteroids, their natural formations further obscuring their approach. The Kralin fleet, confident and unguarded, patrolled the outer edges of the belt, their scanners ill-equipped to detect an enemy concealed by advanced technology. Admiral, the Kralin flagship is in position. 2 cruisers on its flanks, minimal escort due to their reliance on sensor technology, reported Commander Tate, the fleet's tactical officer. Perfect. Helm, bring us within striking distance. Target the flagship's engines and weapons systems. Let's unsettle them, Sarah commanded, her voice steady yet authoritative. The Defender's Valor and its accompanying squadron glided silently through the asteroid field. Closing in on the Kralin flagship, Sarah issued the order. Fire. Torpedoes launched silently from the Earth ships, their trajectories subtly altered by the gravitational pull of the asteroids. The first sign of the attack for the Kralins was the explosions that shattered the calm, rocking their flagship. The sudden assault plunged the Kralin fleet into chaos, their vessels scrambling to activate weapons and shields. Hit them again. Focus fire on the cruisers now. Keep them off balance, Sarah directed, her crew executing with surgical precision. The Kralin response was sluggish and disorganized. Their counter-fire targeted the decoy signatures projected by Earth's ships. Meanwhile, the real Earth fleet prepared for another assault, this time aiming at the Kralin ship's communication arrays. With the Kralin fleet's communications compromised and their flagship impaired, the skirmish swiftly turned in Earth's favor. Observing the Kralins now recognizing the gravity of their underestimation, they began a disordered retreat. Cease fire, Sarah ordered. Let's not pursue. We've made our point. As the Kralin vessels withdrew from the Helios belt, the crew of the Defender's Valor allowed themselves a moment of subdued celebration. They had not only survived but had triumphed through superior strategy and technology. Send a message to the Galactic Summit, Sarah instructed her communications officer. Inform them that Earth's fleet remains vigilant, ready to defend its honor and sovereignty. In the wake of their unexpected victory at the Helios belt, news of Earth's tactical prowess quickly spread across the galaxy. The diplomatic quarters on Xanda buzzed with conversations and speculation about the newfound capabilities of humanity's fleet. Within the grand halls of the Galactic Summit, Earth's delegation, once barely noticed, now found themselves at the center of attention. Admiral Sarah Lin returned to the summit with her officers, their presence radiating confidence as they entered the assembly. Whispers and stares followed their every move, a stark contrast to their prior anonymity. Commander Rax, on the receiving end of the defeat, approached with a mix of respect and reluctance. Admiral Lin, your performance in the skirmish was enlightening, Rax admitted, extending his hand. It appears we have underestimated Earth's strategic capabilities. Sarah accepted his handshake, her demeanor both gracious and resolute. Thank you, Commander. I hope this demonstration opens a pathway for more constructive relations between our fleets. Seizing the moment, Sarah proposed a series of joint training exercises and strategic partnerships, aiming to transform Earth's recent success into long-term security and influence. Her proposal attracted interest from various delegates, who were now eager to align themselves with Earth's emerging prowess. Later, in a private meeting with Allied leaders, Sarah outlined her vision for a coalition focused on stability and mutual defense. The aggression of the Kraylan Empire will not cease with their retreat from the Helios belt. Together, we can create a stronghold against any future threats, combining our strengths for the security of our systems, she explained. The meeting was productive. The Terra Coalition was established, comprising Earth, several member states of the Galactic Summit, and even a few former skeptics. The coalition agreed on shared defense protocols, collaborative technological research, and open trade routes, solidifying Earth's role as a pivotal player in galactic politics. Meanwhile, on Earth, the public's reaction was a mix of pride and newfound respect for their space fleet. Celebrations erupted in major cities, and the media overflowed with interviews of the crew members who participated in the skirmish. Lieutenant Harrow, now celebrated as a hero for his role in deploying the stealth technology, shared his thoughts on human resilience and innovation. "We did more than win a skirmish, we demonstrated to the galaxy that underestimating humanity is a grave mistake," Harrow declared during a broadcast watched by millions. Back on Xantha, Sarah convened with her advisors to plan the future. "We must ensure that this momentum is not lost. Our fleet must continue to innovate, and our diplomatic efforts must reinforce these new alliances," she strategized. The newfound respect and alliances forged at the Galactic Summit were not without their repercussions. Earth's pivotal role in the Terra Coalition had thrust it into the crosshairs of rival factions, those who viewed its ascent with envy and concern. Admiral Sarah Lin found herself navigating not only space skirmishes but the treacherous waters of interstellar diplomacy as well. Sarah sat in her office aboard the Defender's Valor, poring over reports of skirmishes along the coalition's borders. "They're testing our defenses, assessing whether our coalition is as robust as we claim," she remarked to Commander Tate, her chief strategic officer. "Should we respond with force, Admiral?" Tate inquired, his hand hovering over the digital map displaying recent incursions. Sarah weighed the implications. "No, we'll hold our positions. Show them we're firm but not seeking war. However, prepare contingency plans. We must be ready for any scenario." Tensions escalated when an Allied convoy was ambushed in a neutral zone, an act perilously close to violating interstellar law. The attack was ruthless, leaving no survivors and inciting outrage across the coalition. The news reached Earth, casting a pall over recent celebrations and stirring public calls for retribution. Sarah convened an emergency meeting of the Terra Coalition's Defense Council. The room buzzed with representatives from various planets, each voicing their concerns and agendas. "We must retaliate," a fiery Martian delegate insisted. "To do nothing would only invite further aggression." Aware of the high stakes, Sarah advocated for a calculated approach. "Any retaliation must be measured. Our response will set a precedent for how this coalition addresses conflict. Let's first identify the perpetrators and offer them a chance to account for their actions at the Council. If they decline, we will consider further steps." Back on Earth, the political climate was shifting. President Martinez addressed the public, underscoring the importance of unity and restraint. "Let us not rush to vengeance. Our strength lies in our commitment to justice and our alliances," he stated in a widely broadcast address. Meanwhile, Sarah and her team labored tirelessly, gathering intelligence and reinforcing vulnerable points along their borders. Late one evening, as she reviewed the latest security feeds, an encrypted message arrived from an anonymous source claiming responsibility for the attack and threatening more unless the coalition disbanded. Sarah promptly convened a secure communication with her counterparts. "This is an attempt to divide us," she explained, sharing the message. "We must stand together more firmly than ever. Let's enhance our security and increase our patrols. I also propose a joint task force to hunt down these aggressors." The proposal received unanimous approval, and the coalition strengthened, with enhanced joint operations and shared intelligence. As Earth's fleet led these efforts, Sarah's reputation as a unifying force was cemented. In the weeks following the deployment of the Joint Task Force, tensions across the galaxy remained heightened, yet no further attacks materialized. The display of unity and readiness seemingly deterred any potential aggressors, granting the Terra Coalition a much-needed reprieve. Admiral Sarah Lin monitored the evolving situation from the command center on the Defender's Valor, her focus resolute. "Admiral, we've intercepted communications that confirm the rogue group responsible for the attacks is planning a summit on Delara," reported Commander Tate, presenting the encrypted messages. Sarah contemplated their next steps. "Assemble a small team. We need to carry out a stealth operation to gather more intelligence. It's vital we understand their motives and capabilities without escalating tensions." The operation was fraught with risk, demanding precision and discretion. A select team of specialists from various coalition members, led by Earth's elite forces, was dispatched. Their mission, to infiltrate the summit, collect crucial information, and exit without detection. Back on Earth, President Martinez addressed the United Nations, reinforcing the coalition's strength and the efficacy of their strategies. "Our resolve has been tested," he proclaimed, "but together, we have shown that unity is our greatest asset. We must continue to support our fleet and trust in their capability to protect us." As the stealth team conducted their mission, they uncovered not only plans for future attacks but also significant dissent within the rogue group's ranks. Many opposed continued aggression against the coalition. This intelligence could alter the course of events. Sarah convened a meeting with the coalition's leadership, sharing the newfound insights. "There's division among our adversaries. We should consider initiating dialogue with those who oppose further conflict. This might be our opportunity to resolve this peacefully." The proposal to engage in talks received a mixed reception, but ultimately, the prospect of a peaceful resolution led to a cautious agreement. Diplomats from the coalition reached out to the dissenting members of the rogue group, proposing a meeting. The diplomatic negotiations, though fraught with tension, were infused with a sense of hope. The dissenters, weary of conflict, were open to exploring peaceful resolutions. After intensive negotiations, an agreement was reached that would see the rogue group disband, with its members granted amnesty in exchange for a pledge to halt all aggressive actions against the coalition. With the crisis diffused, Sarah experienced a profound sense of relief, yet she remained alert. The coalition had not only reinforced its military might but had also demonstrated a capacity for diplomacy and understanding. The narrative culminated in a grand assembly of the Terra Coalition, where leaders from across the galaxy convened to celebrate their enduring unity and resilience. Sarah was recognized for her leadership, and she seized this moment to reinforce the importance of peace. As we gather together beneath the stars tonight, let us remember that our true strength lies not solely in our fleets, but in our unwavering commitment to each other. May our unity serve as a beacon throughout the galaxy, a testament to what can be achieved when diverse worlds unite for the greater good.